sometimes when we get done with the, watching our stuff, we go back and just see how our guys are playing, see how much, improvement that they have made, and then show it to the team. So that's what we do.
Brandon, what do you like about just Jonah and Wendell at those both guard spots and the potential there?
It's really their, the strength that they bring. They both play with low center of gravity and can anchor pretty well. And they're both good movers. They're not just guys who are stuck on the ground. So really like the way they can work off the second level, work on the cut off the backside. They're great in double teams, just in combinations. So they can create some space in the run lanes. You saw the first run we hit was right off Wendell's side right there. He worked his gap and then kind of worked back to secure the double team, and that's where the run hit. So yeah, it's great that those guys are getting a shot to play early, and hopefully we can just keep developing them, getting better and better.
Is there a possibility of looking at Jonah at tackle in the offseason?
Sure, and we'll look at everything, and it kind of depends how this recruiting cycle ends up. But yeah, we're open to pretty much anything.
One more thing about Wendell, you obviously were planning to alternate him with Josh Donovan. Why start him? Like, why not have Josh start? And what was the thought process there?
Just
the other way around.
Rip the Band-Aid. Just go do it. I mean, the kid's ready. He's a great attitude, but then not make him. See how. How long his stamina is, because he hasn't played in a true game. We started Jonah in the first game way back when, and he made it to about halftime. So we wanted to just make sure that he could get through that, and we'll see. I don't know what the process is going to be going forward, but we like kind of the rotation that we had. So we'll see.
Is that a difficult conversation to have with Josh Donovan?
Absolutely, and Josh handled it like a pro. He's still kind of coming back from being injured. He got, the thing happened a couple of weeks up in Seattle. He got landed on bad, and in that deal where you can jump up on field goals and land on guys, which I think is a really bad rule. And he's fighting through that, getting himself back to 100%.
Johnny, 9 of Utah's 13 drives started at their 40 or better.
Yeah, that's our fault.
But the burden that puts on your defense, considering the circumstances, do you think they handled that well despite the amount of points?
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. They didn't complain. They just went out there and tried to do their job and get the ball back for the offense. It's just part of football. That's going to happen, and we just got to do our job as a defense to get the ball back for the offense, and I mean that's the way it is.
When you look at film from Utah game and the USC game, what are some of the positives you draw out of those two games that you can have moving forward this season?
I think our young guys play really well. They're ready to play the games. It's not too big for them. And then, like I said, the guys, our guys play hard, and they're trying to do everything possible to help us win. And, that's what I'm taking, after those two games.
Can you ever remember being in a situation where 4 true freshman defensive linemen were on the field at the same time?
Yeah, at USC versus Arizona at the Coliseum, we had 11 true freshmen playing in that game.
What year was that?
It was Khalil Tay's last year, I believe.
Okay. So, but still, I mean, pretty unusual situation. What did you think of just that for the defensive line group, the young guys?
I mean, it was a challenge, but, the kids stepped it up and played. It wasn't too big for them. So I was proud, the way they competed, and, that's just part of the game. You're going to have to play some young guys, and you have to live with it, and get better from it. And I thought those guys did a nice job.
What do you like the most about Sterling Main's game and potential?
His ability to make plays. It's not perfect, but he's always around the ball, so that was good to see, and, we're going to build on that.
He and the other Deuce Davis, how far weight-wise are they away from where they need to be or where you want them?
A lot. I mean, it's just the way it is, and that's during the off season. We're trying to build on that, but you can see the playmaking ability by both kids, is there. So I'm proud to see the way they competed.
Johnny, how do you reflect on your time at UCLA?
It was a lot of learning, and learned a lot from Chip. It was a fun place to work, but the kids there was kind of similar to our guys. You know, they went through some up and downs years, and to see where their program is at now, you know, that's going to, you know, I'm hoping that's going to be us in the next couple of years.
What's the key to containing or slowing down Dorian Thompson?
Keep him in the pocket, you know what I mean? Make sure we don't run past the quarterback. Make sure we level rush the quarterback, and then, you know, just make sure we keep him in the pocket, because once he gets out of the pocket, it's dangerous, you know? So that's going to be the message to the guys all week.
Have you said anything about his love for hurdling? Like, try to go high on him or something?
Well,
If
yeah.
you need me to hurdle in practice, you can come tackle me.
Yeah, he likes to do it. So we just told our guys to stay high and just wrap them up and bring them down.
When they run zone read, which I'm sure they'll do sometimes with him, or anyone does, what are the keys for the defensive end?
Just make sure we're not squeezing too hard down. You know, make sure we're redirecting when he does pull the ball, because he will pull the ball, and then always assign somebody to him.
What do you think makes Chip Kelly a good coach?
His system, he's been around it. You know, he's everywhere he's been. The system has been the same, and you know, the consistency, the way his quarterbacks play, you know, and all the moving parts. I mean, there's so many things you got to prepare for. You know, that's the challenge when you're facing a Chip Kelly team.
What stands out about the run game?
Their running back's pretty good, you know, but there's so many misdirection and same side, you know, play, you know, like run plays where they're pulling guys. Sometimes you see they might pull the whole back side, you know, so that's going to be a challenge for us to make sure we fit it up the right way.
How has Chip evolved over the years? I mean, he was kind of known for, you know, running that fast tempo at Oregon, maybe kind of, you know, one of the forerunners of that, and now, I don't know, it looks a little different.
No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. I mean, when he was at Oregon, maybe a couple of different looks personnel-wise, but it's the same.
Did you learn anything from him in terms of just how he ran the program overall?
Yeah, you know, he's very similar to, you know, to what we're doing here, you know, the message to the kids, and, you know, to believe, you know, to keep coming to work with the right attitude and being positive in the building. You know, those are the things that we're doing here too.
What's it like coaching in the Rose Bowl for both of you guys?
In the Rose Bowl game,
Or just in the Rose Bowl, or just the stadium itself?
Oh man, it's one of the best venues in college football. You know, just every chance you get in there, man, and get the opportunity to coach, you know, it's a blessing. So probably the nicest locker room and visiting locker room in the country. So, you know, all the things that comes with it, and then you look around and, you know, how many Rose Bowls been playing there, you know, so it's a pretty special place.
What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I've had a couple bad games and some good games. So some fond memories and some rough defeats there, but it's a beautiful stage to play on. So I'm excited for our guys to get to go see it. I don't know, maybe the last shot they get to go play there for, I don't know. Well, so it'll be special. And it'll be special because it's the next game too. So our guys are ready to get back out there and you know, put a great performance forward against a really tough opponent. You know, another ranked opponent that we want to go toe to toe with. So, hope.
They have a new defensive coordinator. What can you tell us about their defensive style?
Well, he was a heck of a linebackers coach back in the day at Pitt Panthers when I was there. So, you know, Coach McGovern and you know, Coach Kenny Norton's the linebacker coach there. I know he's going to have some influence on it too. So, got a lot of respect for those guys. Both great coaches, great leaders, great people. So, it'll be fun competitions.
If you can run the ball as well as you did at Utah, what kind of effect can that have on your opponent's pass rush?
A huge one. You know, obviously when they got to honor the run, you know, they can't stay back there and cover all the receivers. So, you know, we'll just keep working, you know, to find the best ways to attack it, and hopefully we can have some more success.
When DJ Williams trucks a defender, what kind of effect does that have on the sideline?
Everyone just kind of raises up a little bit and kind of gets off the ground because it's exciting to see him, you know, kind of exert his dominance on players. You know, we'll hopefully see some more of it this week. Expect a lot out of him. He's been great for us. You know, but when you know, we can show our toughness, we love to do that.
Is that just an instinctive thing, like whether to do that versus juke him or stiff arm him or whatever?
I haven't seen him hurdle anybody yet, so I don't know if he's got that card in his bag. But yeah, it's, you know, we're gonna we're going to encourage that. We're going to encourage him to be physical, to run through guys. They're not always going to tackle him. You know, there was a chance I thought that he might have ran through that tackle. You know, on the edge we had the big hit. The Utah safety might have got the better on that one, but just that physical run style, you know, they'll get him sometimes, but they're not going to get him every time, and he'll break those tackles and just keep going.
So what's the plan for recruiting for you guys?
I'm worried about UCLA right now.
I think there's a couple of coaches going
make
out.
some phone calls tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't think we finalized that yet.
Are you guys going to games on Friday night?
We haven't. We do our meeting tomorrow, so we'll figure all that out.
You guys started Gunner again at Star over DJ. What was the thought process there?
You know, Gunnar had the best practice all week, you know, more consistent. So whoever's the more consistent guy and, you know, and don't make less mistakes is going to be the one playing.
Where do you see DJ Warnell's like long-term position? Where does he fit best?
I mean, you know, he's doing a good job where he's at, you know, but eventually he was a free safety at UCLA when I was there. So I think that's more of his, where he fits, you know, where he's comfortable at. So we'll look into it after the season.